Greetings, 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 greetings. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Something in here, just in case anyone wants to join me. Greetings. How are y'all feeling on this Thursday, on this day of the Marasatwa? Yes. That can consist of Quran Urzuli, Urzuli Frida, Urzuli Dantor, Ashe, Ashe, Yemiya Oya O Oshun, Ashe, Ashe, and O Oshun. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Yes. Matt Galway, Ashe, La Sarines, the Mermaids, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Just wanted to come on really quick. See how y'all doing, see how y'all feeling. Let's talk about this full moon, the energy that everybody is feeling. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. What's been popping? What's popping? What's popping in these streets? Talk to the kid. Ashe, feel free to love, like, comment, and subscribe. What's going on, sis? Yes. It's always good when the kid is not alone, honey. Yes. How you feeling? How you feeling? How you feeling? Yes. I feel good. I'm so grateful that today is in the books. Tomorrow is Friday. Milton goes off call tonight. Like when he wakes up in the rising, we'll be free, baby. We'll be free. Yes. So I'm not even going to prolong it. Going to jump right into it. It is time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio does come with a lot, baby. Full moon in Scorpio takes place on the 26th. I don't even know what day that is. What day is that? Monday. Ooh, that's going to be dope. That's going to be lit. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Y'all know Monday is Papa Legba's day, baby. Crossroads day. Ashe, Ashe. Time to make some decisions, really put some things out there. Scorpio energy. You feeling wonderful? Yes. Yes, 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 and yes. We still need to chop it up. I cannot wait. Girl, I cannot wait. Ashe, Ashe. But yeah. So, Scorpio is a water sign. Water is all about emotions, feelings, love, deep feelings when it comes to Scorpio. Intense, very intense, very intense. Tapping into that dark side. Like, look at this card. Like, this card is like so beautiful. I don't know if you can see it on your end, but it's really purple. It's like purple, black, with a little bit of white, baby. So come on through. So that is the planet of Pluto. Mars used to be the ancient, well, Mars is considered to be the ancient sign of the ancient planet of Scorpio. But Pluto, for real, is the planet. And, for those that don't know, Oya, she rocks with Scorpio, and her planet is Saturn. Nope. Uranus, Ashe, Ashe. So that's that Aquarian Scorpio energy come through. My love is a Scorpio. I'm an Aquarius, Ashe, Ashe. So it is never dull, never boring, as always, some intense time. But with Scorpio, their feelings and their emotions run so deep, and they do dwell with the underworld, the other world. You know what I'm saying? If you rock with mermaids, fairies, vampires, werewolves, things of that nature, ancestors, Lawaz, Orishas, deities, god and goddesses, Ashe, Ashe, that realm, Ashe, the dead, baby. The dead. The dead. In Tarot, Scorpio rocks with the death card. The death card is all about transformation, change, and it could also mean literally death. But, we focus more so on the death of something coming to an end so new things can begin. The closing of a chapter and turning the page to a new. Ashe, Ashe. So, yeah, a lot of deep energies, a lot of dark feelings. Whatever's been surfacing, that was Marie, whatever you've been hiding from, whatever you've been trying to avoid, it is now going to be a good time to either allow those to come up or go down and get them, because what you want to do is you just definitely want to release it. Anything that's no longer serving you, anything that could be causing a block or hindrance or stagnation, a delay. Even you want to go ahead and start pinpointing what those things are so you can release them. The full moon is also about releasing, total elimination, so that way you can actually see what needs to be dealt with. Uh, Pluto, or yeah, definitely comes with unexpected changes. Unexpected changes. So even if you're dealing with changes already, just be open and aware. Have your first eye, your mind's eye, your third eye open and aware. Have your heart open and aware. With the full moon in Scorpio, that also deals in regards to the heart chakra. What is it that you're feeling? That water energy. Your true desires. Maybe it's a love life. Maybe it's relationships. It could be anything along those lines. So anything that you don't want to come to the light, it's possibly going to come into the light. Possibly, not unless you're really good at keeping things, deep, dark, and buried. But if you have things that are deep, dark, and buried, you may want to consider they could be a hindrance. It could be preventing you from moving to the next level, moving to the next phase, getting closer to your goal. So allow Oya to come on through. Ursula Dawn Tour, Ashe, Ashe, allow these beautiful women to come on through, clearing a path so you can see things and, move accordingly. Ashe, Ashe. Yeah, so, yeah. Oh, and I'm so excited for you too, El Boogie. I am really, really excited for you. My sister is definitely networking, and she's definitely getting her business underway. Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, it's a beautiful time, but it's also going to be a potentially low time. Low vibrations could potentially be the name of the game, because when you're dealing in shadow work and when you're dealing in root work, going down into the dark and the deep, going into the dark, shadows, baby, you may not feel the best of energies. And it could be rather quickly. I'm just looking at the card. It could be coming rather quickly, and you may not know how to handle it. With the full moon already being an emotional time, and then you have Scorpio with intense energy, very emotional. Things could be hyper, acutely sensitive, so where Aries was bringing in a lot of the light and the positiveness and the fire, the passion, time to get it done. Yes, happening so quickly. Was time, to get it done, to get moving. Scorpio, this full moon is taking place during a Taurus season. So it's going to be all about balancing out, balancing things out. Don't get so caught up into your feelings or letting people get the best of you, letting them push your buttons, taking you off your square, taking you off your dime. You know what I'm saying? You want to definitely make sure that you're staying in control, because with all of this energy of feelings and emotions, and it's a very high time and it's a very sensitive, hypersensitive time right now, out in the world, just with everything else that's taking place. You yourself, could be feeling very erratic, sporadic. You could be feeling very bubbly, like, pressure bust pipes. You know what I'm saying? So the Taurus element of it all would be to keep the balance, try to have some balance, stay firm, stay grounded, and keeping the focus on what it is that you're actually feeling, and not feeding into others or allowing others to put into you, transfer their energies onto you. The transference of energy is very, very real. You could be feeling good. Someone could be feeling bad. They sit up and switch that shit off on you. They flutter off feeling good, and then you end up feeling bad. And you may not even understand, like, why did that even happen? Like, I was just good just a minute ago. So, of course, we warriors at Amethyst and Clover stay suited and booted. But when it's saying let go of negativity, you definitely want to, take a look at the people, the places, how are you feeling? Really, really hone in on how you're feeling about things. I know a lot of us were, mind creatures, intellectual creatures. We do a lot of thinking. And with that Aries energy that is still lingering on, but we are in Taurus season, but it's still Ashe Pops, still lingering on, you definitely want to take some time to take a look into the heart of the matter. what is really going on with you, what is really going on with the energy and the vibrations of you. Scorpios are very intuitive, they're very keen on energies and vibration. So you may be able to tap in a little bit more if that's not your wheelhouse. If that is your wheelhouse, things could be super heightened where, you'll walk into a room, you'll quickly be able to, get the feel and the energy of what's taking place, what are they coming to do? Everybody has an agenda. Everybody has a motive, and then when you're in a close group, you'll definitely get the sense and the feeling of that. Yeah, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Definitely be on the lookout for old relationships, exes coming back, trying their hand. They may start to see the light as well in regards to the errors of their ways, especially if the breakup took place early. Be mindful that with Scorpio is a very sexual, energy as well. So they could be missing, that good. They could be missing that. Ashe. So yeah, it's definitely coming with a lot, but you definitely want to take some time to figure out what it is that you truly want to do at this time in this phase. If you want to make a move, you definitely want to consider your feelings. You definitely want to make sure that it feels right. It feels good. And I know some people don't rock with that, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it matters and it counts. Purple also is in regards to your mind's eye, your crown chakra, so definitely a lot of information could be coming through, downloads, upgrades, however you want to look at it, definitely could be taking a place right now. But the name of the game is definitely going to be change, transformation, and it's going to be happening quickly. So Monday is when the full moon takes place. Tuesday, Pluto goes in retrograde. So it's going to be like a bang, bang. It's going to be, so it's really going to be a good time to take a beat and self-reflect, internalize, what it is that's going on inside. A lot of us think that we are being affected by what's taking place outside, and we very well may be, but a lot of it is coming from the inside. So if you're not ready to deal with what's really going on with you, you may be in for a rude awakening. I'm just saying. Ashe. So I pulled a few cards just to get the overall message. And then I'll pull some more cards, to see, what we can do. How can we best handle or balance out our emotions? Where can we go moving forward with those emotions? How would it be for our greatest good? Are we really working towards the things that we want and or desire while remaining balanced? Because again, that Taurus energy is ever present right now, and they're all about home life, family life, money, your finances, things of that nature. So let's just take a look to the Raven, to the Crow, see what's going on. Peace, stars and supernovas. Hey, 2020 twin, girl, 2020 twin. We have the Risk card. So yeah, at this time, taking a risk. And when I see taking a risk, the first thing I think of when it's talking about, it's time to let go of negativity, that is taking a risk, taking a chance on yourself, risking going into the dark to really start cleaning house, not just your physical house, but your internal house. It's time to clean house. Take a chance on yourself. Take a risk, especially if you feel the risk is worth it. This card basically states that this crow really wanted this clam. But as you can see, the waters, no coincidences here, the waters are kind of turbulent. The waves are coming in big, and he's taking a chance. He or she is taking a chance by trying to get this damn clam. And he actually gets a little bit of the clam meat. He actually gets it open. And you can see that he's standing on a rock. So he's standing on solid ground. He's standing on firm ground. And he deemed it worth it to, potentially get swept off his rock, to get knocked off his square, to get knocked off his dean in regards to going after something that he wants, but he deemed it worth it. So if you're going after something, let that be a message. If you're going after something, make sure that you feel as though that it's worth it. Like there's another crow in the background that potentially didn't feel as though that it was worth it. It's like, I'm out of here. These waves are coming in. I ain't got time for it. I'm out. So knowing who you are and what you're about and staying true to you. Staying true to you. Are you having any type of crazy dreams, or just dreams, period? What are they saying? I had a dream about my mom last night. And for those that don't know, my mom is an ancestor. I had a dream about my mom, and I had on a sleeveless type dress or something. Actually, it was a whole bunch of chaos taking place outside. And one of her neighbors had some type of dog or something. And I was like, I'm going to go tell my mother. In my dream, I was like, I'm going to go tell my mother. And I went in, and she said, what are you wearing? And I didn't even realize, you're in a dream. You don't pay attention to certain things, but I didn't notice what I had on until my mother asked me, what was I wearing? And I had on this sleeveless dress. It was a white dress, no sleeves. So I said, Mommy, I'm wearing a sleeveless dress. And I can't remember the exact words that she said, but she started talking about the weather. She was talking about that it may not be the best time for that attire. And in my mind, even in the dream, my dream's mind, I'm like, but it's spring, and I'm like, but it's warm outside. And then she was like, it's not going to be warm or something along those lines. She said something like on the lines of, what did she say? It's not too warm to be spring and it's not too cold to be winter. Messages. And I haven't spent a lot of time there, and I will, but I haven't spent a lot of time there because when my mom would say things like that, there was definitely a message. It was definitely like a heads up taking place. It's not too hot to be spring and it's not too cold to be winter. So it's like an in-between time. It's an unexpected time. And rightfully so, today it was only 50 degrees at most. It snowed here today. It didn't stick or anything like that, but it definitely snowed here. I didn't see it. Milton asked me, like, Robin, did you see the snow? I was like, no, I didn't see no damn snow. And there was a couple of friends on Facebook that was talking about the snow, and I'm just like, that must have been what she was talking about. But knowing my mom, it was on such a deeper level than that. It's a tween time. Maybe she was referencing that I was in between time in the dream, because she's an ancestor. But even in the dream, she was laying in her bed, watching TV. She was chilling, and it felt like it always felt when I would come and visit her, especially if I came at night, she was in her bed, propped up, watching TV, and that's pretty much all that she said, because then I really started focusing on my clothes, and we just moved on from there. I also pulled a couple of the Earthly Squirrel cards. So let's take a look and see what they have to say. The first one is transform, emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon. Ooh. And y'all already know how Amethyst and Clover do. Won't pull no punches. Ashe, ashe. And these are no magic tricks. Aye, bo, bo. Transform, emerge with beauty and grace from your cocoon. So this is right where we are talking about that transitional time of Scorpio. No coincidences. This is also talking about being a butterfly, so a metamorphosis. So some of us, most of us, all of us at some point on some level in some type way has changed. And we was talking about Oya and how she's all about change. This is a 5-year and it's all about change. Mama Peaches always been the most chill. She's always been the most chill, but that lady, she had no chill when necessary. She was always laid back. Oh, Earth, Taurus energy. Her birthday was on the 20th. Ashe Mama. Yes. I took a piece of my lovely vegan cake from my twin, Sharon Harper. Twin, if you still here, post your business. She makes the best vegan cakes on the planet. I'm not even a vegan, and I don't even really eat cake. And I say don't even really because now I'm a fan of hers. All vegan, good, 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 good. Yummy. It is so worth it. But yeah, I took a piece of my lemon pound and put a candle in it and, put it on her altar and just spent time with her over the weekend. And, we was talking about change or change in the weather. Maybe that's what she was talking about. A change is coming. Okay. I also do, for those that don't know, I also do cyber journals. These messages aren't just for you, they're for me too. I do a lot of communing. And as these messages come, I also, transform it into my life. So we're all getting these messages together. But yeah, coming out of your cocoon. So, butterfly, we need to connect. We definitely need to connect. Anytime you're ready, baby. Anytime you're ready, coming out of your cocoon and let this be a message. And I know I talked about it before, but when a butterfly is emerging out of the cocoon, it cannot receive any help. It must do this part alone, and there are some people that do wait and watch for the butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. And the reason that you can't help is, for one, it's nature. It's a part of nature. It must do this, is another phase of its life. And while it's coming out of the cocoon, pushing its way out is a way that it strengthens its wings. So if you're calling yourself helping, you're actually hindering. If you're calling yourself asking for some assistance during a time where you are supposed to push through, you using your willpower, your energy, your essence, and you're allowing someone else to do something for you at this time, is not really helping, is a hindrance. You are needing to utilize everything in you. And if you're feeling too tired, we talked about that reserve energy, it's time to push through. And Scorpio is coming, and Scorpios do exactly what the fuck they're going to do. They don't mind being the weirdo. They don't mind being the oddball. They don't mind being the only man standing. They're going to do what they feel as though they need to do, what must be done. They have no issues there, and they don't require any help. A lot of times you're just in their fucking way. Seriously, slide. They got it. They got it. Thanks, twin. Yes, girl. Yes. But yeah, that's the energy of the Scorpio. Scorpios, they really do trust themselves. They trust their guts. They trust their instincts. They trust their intuition. They trust source, the divine, God, whatever it is that you rock with, they trust it innately. There's no need in trying to convince them to do something that they don't want to do. They're not doing it. They're a fixed sign. They can be quite stubborn. So stubbornness could be the name of the game because Taurus is a fixed sign. Scorpio is a fixed sign. They're polar opposite signs, so it's definitely going to be about walking the tightrope. You could rock or you could leave at this point in time. Come through Janelle Monáe. Play tightrope if you need some motivation. Y'all know me in music and me in movies, we rock heavy. And tightrope definitely just came through. So, yeah, definitely that. What else is being said? Trust. Oh, my name is in here. Bitch, my name is in here. Trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. Baby, listen. Let me read that one more time. Trust. And I was just talking about how Scorpios trust themselves, trust source. They trust their gut. They trust. I promise you, I did not do this. This is not intentional. I did not. I promise. The robin, that be me, baby. That be me. The robin trusts her wings. And we were just talking about the butterfly coming out of the cocoon and how you cannot assist right now. How you cannot assist right now. She trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. And mainly because the branch is not a part of her. The branch is a part of the tree. She can't trust something that she is not a part of. She's using the branch for stability, but that branch belongs to the tree. She don't necessarily know how strong that branch is, but she know how strong she is. She know how strong her wings are. She knows that. She trusts that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, trust yourself. They're telling you right now, trust yourself, trust your abilities, trust the things that, man, that part. trust trust yourself. And I just had a conversation with my male twin, and I was talking about trusting yourself. So no coincidence there. Some people really, they trust their skills, they trust their abilities, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they trust themselves. And the question came up, do you like yourself? Transformation is being had. So you may not like the changes that are taking place. Taurus people, Taurus energy, they don't really care for change. They like for things to be stable. They like for things to be the way that they are. They don't mind going along with it after they done thought it through and made sure that it's the proper move for them, even though change is inevitable, baby. And that's what I was telling my male twin. Ain't no point of looking to the past. Ain't no point of wishing and you shoulda, coulda, wouldas. You're meant to change. We're in our 40s. Why are you still trying to capture your 20s? That's a waste of time. That's a waste of energy. Ashe, ashe. The robin trusts her wings. You know why? Because she uses them. She knows what they're about, baby. She tested them out from the moment that she realized that that's what they were made to do. Animals really rely on their instincts. They just do. They're not being conditioned to society. They make adjustments accordingly because we're just taking over their natural habitat. So they're learning and adjusting in regards to coexisting, commingling. You know what I'm saying? But they don't change. A deer will still walk out in the middle of the motherfucking street. You know why? Because the deer don't give a fuck about the street. It's still a part of its wilderness. So yeah, it's going to come right on out. And it'll behoove you to stop. It really would. Like a deer caught in headlights, it's not that it's stuck or it's scared or it's frozen. It's like, what the fuck you doing here? Like, this is my domain. You supposed to be in the house some goddamn where. It's like that. The last, I can't. I really just can't. I just said the night, and there it is. The night. The night. Find comfort in the night where the world switches off and the stars burn bright. If that's not talking about that shadow work, if that's not talking about that root work, baby, I don't know what is. And stars for me rocks and represents ancestors. My mama always says that we come from the stars and we're going to return to the stars. And she did return to the stars, baby. Ashe, ashe, ayi bobo, ashe yo. But yeah, the nighttime is a peaceful time. Is when, for me, my house is asleep. Everybody has already been fed. I was about to be real crass, fucked, but everybody's been loved to the point where they can rest easy. And some of us, our minds are always on the go. Mine does very well at night. I love when my house is quiet and I can really just think and I can be, and I don't have to worry about peace TGs and all on the live. Hey, Enigma, what's going on? I love you. But yeah, nighttime, and messages. You can also utilize that in regards to your dreams. Paying attention to your dreams, the emotions that you feel subconsciously, or everything that took place subconsciously, they come out in the dream. Ashe. Your ancestors communicate in the dreams, whether you see them or not. You know, sometimes you may see some random person and you don't even know this person, never seen them a day before in your life. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, why is this person in my dream? You know, or somebody could be running around with like shocking green hair. Something is going to catch your attention. It could be your ancestors communicating with you. Pay attention to the energy and the vibes and as much information, as many details as you can during that dream phase. Try to hold on to your dreams before you actually open your eyes. One thing that really agitates me is somebody to wake me up before my eyes open. Just because my eyes are closed doesn't mean that I'm asleep. I heard that alarm go off. You know what I'm saying? Or I know it's time to get up. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to store my dreams, hold on to them because, you know, as spirit returns to your body, and we start to awake, the body awakes before we actually awake. You know what I'm saying? And as we're awakening, the dreams tend to fade like mist, like smoky mist. It tends to fade right on by. And I really do in my mind, because I know I'm awake, my eyes just aren't open. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying words like, you know, it was green, it was gray, it was this, it was that. She did this, she said that, she said this, she said that, she said this, she said that, holding on to it. And then before you know it, the dreams are gone and it's just me, spirit back in my body, and my eyes are just closed. And whatever I told myself I wanted to hold on to, for some reason, I still have to say those things because by the time I open my eyes, it's all gone. If I did not latch onto it, if I didn't say it, if I didn't write it down really quick, it's gone. It is, you know. Come through, Toby. Turn you down a little bit because I don't want you two to sit up there and try to find your ass for $5. But yeah, the nighttime is a magical time. The nighttime is also a part of that tween time. When you start getting into the 3, 4, 5 o'clock realm, you're in that tween time. That is a spiritual time. 12 o'clock midnight, that's the witching hour. Peace, love, peace and love, light queen. Yes, yes, yes. Commune with each other. I love you. Yes, indeed. But the nighttime really is that time to just be free, relax, breathe, and allow yourself to travel. Allow your mind to travel. Allow your senses to kick in. Your senses could be very heightened right now. Do not allow anyone to say that you're overreacting. A lot of times it's because you've latched on or you've seen something that was not meant to be seen. You okay? Oh, you looking for the girls? Yeah, she back there chilling. But yeah, it's a hyper time. And again, Scorpio energy, they can see the things that people don't want them to see. So if you are overreacting, you're not overreacting. If you're being too emotional, you're being too sensitive, that's the name of the game right now. So when people are saying that, it's because you got them, you see them, you saw them, you feel them, and they don't know how to handle that. You was not supposed to see that. Ashe, ashe. Don't know who needs to hear that message because this message really is about self, really seeing yourself, really figuring out the next phase, the next part, the next leg. What are we supposed to be doing next? What am I supposed to be letting go of? But somebody needs to hear that. Somebody's going to try to play in the blind spots. Somebody's going to try to play on your intelligence. Somebody's going to say some things or do some things that's really going to have you hopefully second guessing yourself. You want to trust your gut. You want to take a risk and still say what you need to say. Because Scorpio energy also doesn't have a problem with that. They don't mind saying what needs to be said, regardless of who needs to hear it, who wanted to hear it, whether nobody wants to hear something. I'm not even listening to you. Don't care. Still saying it. I'm going to get these words out. My baby boy never been afraid to say what was on his mind. I mean, even as a little thing, 4 or 5 years old, he would really tell you. You ask him, he's telling you. He's telling you. Little Scorpios, they'll tell you they have no problems, none. And they're also very family oriented. Like I said, Taurus and Scorpios, polar opposites, meaning they have a lot of similarities, but they just do things and handle things differently. But the common denominator is they're both very big on family. So with the kids coming up, check in on them, ask them about their dreams. I don't care if your kid is 50. Ask your kid about their dreams. Ask them, the things that they've been seeing. How is the energy around them? Make sure to remind them of where we are right now cosmically. Don't exclude the kids. Don't forget that they're a part of your line, they're a part of your blood, so if you're connected by blood, that bird of a feather type energy, yeah, it works for your kids too. So when you're doing your prayers, don't just do them for you and don't just do them for your ancestors. You definitely want to take care of your tree, the as above and the so below, the on this round and all of the rounds. Ashe, tell them to buy a vowel and get a clue, especially if they don't live with you, especially if they're somewhere else, being adults or young adults and doing their things. Or in my case, being on lockdown, being in jail. Ashe, that's what I'm saying. You definitely want to make sure that they understand the energy and the vibrations that are around them, because everybody is going to be hyper emotional. And some people are going to be cruising for bruising. That's showing my age, but cruising for a bruising, baby. They're going to be looking for a fight. They're going to be trying to pick and egg you on. You definitely want to make sure that you're not feeding into that. Your boundaries, remember, as long as they're not crossing that line, hey, they can do or say what they want. I had this little girl, she was a little young thing, want to sit up there and call me all kinds of bitches. Bitch, 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 bitch. This, bitch, that, bitch, this, bitch, that. And I had to turn around and look at her. She was like, yeah, I'm talking to you, bitch. I'll bang you in your motherfucking face. Well, baby, I'm right here, right now. And that's what I told her. You know what I'm saying? I know I may not look my age, but I know a young thing, when I see one. And even if she was my age, you must be young and dumb talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to let her know. Well, I'm right here, right now. You ain't got to wish or threaten me. Come, she ain't make a move. She wasn't stupid. She was crazy. She wasn't stupid. She wasn't stupid, and that's what I mean by I wasn't gonna, if I was in my 20s, baby, there'd have been no communication. She wouldn't have got to the second, she wouldn't have got the out good, but with that comes growth. That's my transformation. That's me paying attention to the energies and the messages that were coming through at night for me. That comes from my meditations. When my guardian witch, who's Enigma, when she does her meditations, the very last one we did, I saw a magnifying glass and it said, pay attention to the fine details. This was my message. I didn't read this in no book. This is my message. Pay attention to the fine details and make sure you're not blowing things out of proportion. And I could have blown that out of proportion. And if she really caught me on a bad day, I probably would have blown things out of proportion. But because I heard my dreams, I wrote them down, I listened to the messages, I did my meditation. And then when that next rising came and she was sparking and she was squawking, yeah, some people really are cruising for a bruising. But I had to get back to work. Some people don't have anything to lose, and when you do have things to lose, and for me, my peace of mind, for me, my connection to my divine, my Loas, my Orishas, my ancestors, to go against any of that just to handle that bullshit, that was a waste of time. That was a waste of energy. And I was going against what Spirit told me. So be very mindful of when you get these messages, even if you don't understand how to apply them in the moment that you get them, don't forget them. Because when the opportunity arises, it'll click. That's all about trusting yourself. It's definitely going to click. You'll know exactly, now I know why. Most thoughts or most messages that come to me, I have no clue what the fuck they mean. None. I don't. Because it hasn't happened yet. You know what I'm saying? These are heads ups. And I'm just like, okay, message received. And I'm not stalking it. I'm not creating something. I'm just being observant. I'm just being aware. And I'm rocking with my spirit. So when this thing came on through, the first thing that I heard were those messages. And that's because I was open and I received it. Even if I didn't know what to do with it then, I trusted my spirit team. They don't lie. So when they said be on the lookout, I was on the lookout. And when it crossed my path, I knew exactly when and why. I knew all the W's, including the what the fucks. Ashe, ashe. So since we're in the underworld, let's take a look into the fairies. Okay. Sleep meditation in about 11 minutes. Be sure and check out the replay. Oh, yeah. And since you're talking about 11 minutes, that gives me 11 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up in 11 minutes. 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes. Cycle of completion. 11 is my master number. So 11 rocks with also urgent changes. No coincidences there. We're talking about the nighttime. We're talking about our dreams. We're talking about trusting our instincts. And then our sister comes on and she's talking about the number 11. 11 is a master number, so, oh, my little speaker just died. So yeah, 10 minutes, because I don't like to do readings without my music in the background. But anyway, the number 11 also means urgent messages. So messages and urgent changes, or you can look at it as double ones, where everything is going to be heightened, doubly so. I was talking about the energy of the moon, where the moon, especially the full moon, is all about the emotions, your emotions and your feelings. And now you got Scorpio with intense emotions. So that's going to be magnified. I would even say that's part of the Marasa at this point in time, it's going to be triply so. Or you could have it as leadership, new beginnings, taking that step, that leap, rocking with masculine energy. Because the 1 represents masculine energy, the 0 represents feminine energy, the womb, the infinite possibilities, and the 1 represents the Jed, the masculine energy, the dick, for those that don't know what the Jed is, Ashe, the penis, i.e. Bobo. So yeah, or you can look at it as the 1 + 1 = 2, which comes out to be a part of that earth energy, the balance, the stability, the unity, the harmony. I like to look at too in regards to Libra energy. It's all about the balancing of it all, the mayat of it all. Ashe, ashe. Who else just came through? Oh, the high priestess just came through. So your intuition, your gut, your wisdom, your knowledge, you do know more than what you're giving yourself credit for. Ashe, ashe. So the first one that came through is baby, moon energy. Moon energy. And it says, oh, and she's beautiful. Oh, and I just saw Rainbow the other day too. Come through Aida and Dabala Wido. Ashe, Ashe. And that is the serpent and the rainbow. And Oya, because she has her colors are all of the colors of the rainbow. Ashe, Ashe. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. This is all that we're talking about, especially when I was saying that water looks a little turbulent, a little choppy, The full moon takes place on Monday, Papa Legba. But if there's any type of confusion, we talked about Ishu, which is also an energy, or depending on the tradition, the folklores, the Patakis, an extension, or Papa Legba in a negative sense, Ashe, even though trickster energy really isn't about negativity. But if you feel as though that it is, now is a good time to go ahead and work with that energy to release the negativity within inside of you. Issue, negativity, keeps things confused, likes to play mind games. It's just forcing you to think things through. Yeah, so if you're feeling as though if you're on edge, you're overwhelmed, you're hyper emotional and you don't want to be, now is a good time to rock with, I mentioned Mayat, I just mentioned Dambala and Aida Wido. You can also rock with Papa Lagba. You can also rock with Obatala. Obatala realm is the crown, your head. He's the governor of all of our heads, the Ori, Ashe, Ashe. That doesn't mean that he's everyone's governor or everyone's Orisha. It just means that His domain is the will space. Like Papa Legba's is the crossroad, Oya's is the graveyard, Oshun is the river, Ashe, Ashe, Yemiya is the ocean, Igun is metal, technology, things of that nature. They all have an element. Ashe, Oya also rocks with lightning, thunder, basically the wind, the changes, all the four elements. Oya does. Ashe, Ashe. But yeah, moon energy. So if you need some clarity, during the full moon is a beautiful time to ask for some clarity. And again, the full moon is taking place at the crossroad time. So it's a beautiful time to ask for some clarity. Ashe, Ashe. Ask for some help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for some angelic assistance. I ask for angelic assistance every day, even if it's just to keep me calm, keep me cool, keep me collected. But don't forget, you have to do your part. So when we were talking about now is not a good time to have some assistance, that was from the physical realm. You don't want anyone to help you. They're probably not helping you anyway, or they're definitely going to use it against you some way, shape, fashion, or form. You want to try to do it yourself. Take a chance, honey, on yourself. Go on, honey. Take a chance on yourself. Figure out what these new wings can do. Figure out what they can do. Yeah, but ask your guides for some assistance. Ask them for some help. Show you, the way. Allow spirit to lead. Ashe, Ashe. But as far as us mere mortals, not so much. That's what the messages came through for me. And that came through last week. So it's still a continuing thing. And I said, because I had a dream, I think some of y'all might remember, but I had a dream that I asked my cousin for some help. And I had this bike and I didn't want to ride the bike all the way back across town. And she told me no, because she was too close to home. Remember that? And I woke up that rising and I was like, okay, that's a message for me that this is something, whatever's coming my way, I need to handle it on my own. Now is not the time for any type of assistance. But me on my own does not mean that I'm alone. I'm never alone. I have my divine, I have my Loas, I have my Orishas, and first and foremost, I have my ancestors. Let's be clear. You're never alone. Ashe, Ashe. And the final one, believe in magic. I just heard, do you believe in magic? She's beautiful. Yes, and there are a lot of greens. Don't forget that heart chakra, especially when it's coming to that Scorpio energy with the full moon. Then you have the rainbows here, and there's a lot of purple, blues, greens here, a lot of aqua, teal colors here. So that water, that ice. Yeah. And then this one says, open your eyes and see the magic that is all around you in nature. The fairy of the northern lights. Ooh. Says you are part of nature. So you are magical too. I love it. And see, that's what I'm saying. You don't necessarily need anything. You have everything that you need. And the spirit team is telling you that it's time for you to use it. You don't have to go out and buy anything. You have it. You are the magic. You are the spell. All you gotta do is say the word, baby. Come through, Papa Legba. All you gotta do is say the word. Let your ancestors know which way you're moving. Let the universe know which way you're moving. If you're going to take a risk, go all the way. Either you're in or you're out. With the Scorpio energy, they don't do well with halfsies. They don't do well with that. Either you're doing it or you're not. You can or you can't. You will or you won't. You can entertain the gray all day. And somebody said on the radio today that he likes the word silver. Him and his therapist, they like the word silver because gray is kind of bland and silver is a little sparkly. However you want to look at it. But even if you love the silver, you love the gray, you like to entertain that shit, at the end of the day, you're going to have to go on one of the polar opposites. Either you're going to say yes or you're going to say no. Either you're going to do it or you're not. That's what it's coming down to. Get rid of what's not serving you, no matter how hard it is. Let these doors close so new ones can open. This is the name of the game. Seeing things clearly. Seeing it clearly. You can ignore it if you want to, but the universe is showing you clearly. And you could really think that you got everything figured out down to the wire. And I'm trying to tell you what I know because I know what I'm telling you. Pluto, which rocks with Scorpio, which rocks with Oya, is all about unexpected changes. So leave some wiggle room, leave some room for source to come through, leave some wiggle room for cosmic law, universal energy. It's not just about us. Ashe, definitely stay protected, suited, and booted, my warriors, but you definitely want to leave some room open for life to happen. Ashe, Ashe. And what was that message? And then it was masculine energy because I was about to say, what was that message, sir? What was that message? Bang that back around. It fluttered right on by. Let's see what else we got, though. How much time do I got left? Are you gone already? Is my 10 minutes up? Full moon in Leo. And I think we have the moon energy is in Leo right now. So this is definitely going to be today's Thursday. Yes. Depending on the calendar, how you look at it, we're fading out of Leo and going into Virgo. So don't let your pride get in your way. Don't let your pride get in your way. So this is some sacral energy, sacral solar energy going on. Solar plexus is really the name of the game because I put a picture in my Facebook group of Prince. He had this beautiful big yellow tree. When I looked throughout the rest of my memories, it was, what was the name of that group? I think is it Oshun? Oshun. It was solar plexus. The song came up a couple times. So yeah, don't let your pride get in the way. Meaning, don't cut off your own nose to spite your face. If you know that you're going in the wrong direction, don't be too proud to turn it around. If you having a hard time seeing things clearly, don't be too proud to ask your ancestors for some guidance. You are not alone. And then double message here. Don't let your pride get in your way. Lions, their family is called a pride. So if you want to do something, don't allow your family to talk you out of it. Just because they can't see your vision doesn't mean that the vision will not work. Doesn't mean that the vision is not for you. Doesn't mean that you cannot obtain it. Don't let your pride, your family, anyone stand in your way. Leaving now, sissy, right behind you. Now y'all saw. Y'all thought I was bullshitting with first three. Y'all saw me do this one. This one says it's a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Now we're heading towards the full moon, but I just said the moon is fading from Leo to Virgo. Virgo, purity, is always rocking with the virgin, but again, not so much in a sexual manner, but it could honestly mean, she's already live, it could honestly mean sustaining from sex. Maybe somebody needs to do a sex fast. Scorpio energy is very sexual in nature. Maybe someone needs to either have sex or sustain from sex. Ashe, Ashe. White, again, rocking with Papa Legba. Looking up, listening and looking out for the higher messages, i.e. Bobo. Virgo is also earth energy. So definitely going outside, communing with nature. You know what I'm saying? Becoming that butterfly, getting some fresh air, stretching your wings, strengthening your wings. Go for a walk, do some exercises, do some meditations, which I am about to do right now. I'm going to read this last card and then I'm out. A new start, as y'all can see, I don't play about my meditations. A new start is coming, new moon. So I would say that this is a Sankofa moment, telling you we just had the new moon. So I will definitely Sankofa and see how things from that point of the new moon till now, that new start that we was talking about, which was probably like what, 6, 7, if that. The new moon took place on the 12th. So 10 days ago. Go back 10 days. And whatever affirmations or intentions or things that you wanted to manifest, where are you? Take a look between now and then and see what's not working. Because again, the full moon energy that we're going to be coming up upon is going to be all about releasing, letting some things go. You might as well go ahead and get that head start. Take a look and see what's not working. If you find that it's not working, this could be a good time to, be the mad scientist and try a couple of other things to see if you can tweak it. You know what I'm saying? If it's not tweakable, then you may want to go ahead and scrap it. So if you're not ready to let it go right now, you want to do a couple of things and see if you can make it work, you got until Monday to work that out. But by Monday, I will go ahead. If it's not working, I will definitely go ahead and scrap it. Newness is coming, a new you. You're coming out of this cocoon. So that means a lot of us are having a rebirth. And we talked about this. So a lot of us are already on the other side of the rebirth. We're coming out of this darkness. So it's going to be unusual. It's going to be new. It may be a little scary. I thought that was you, Riri. Yes, boo. It may be a little scary. It may be a little daunting. You may not necessarily want to go forward. But again, Scorpio energy, Taurus energy, they're brave. They're bold. You got this Leo energy. Come on now. This is that also the sun energy. Leo's planet is the sun. So you have the energy. God is telling you, whoever it is you rock with, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, Allah, the tree, nature, the divine source, whatever it is, somebody is rocking with Hecate, even Hecate. Yes, 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 and yes. You definitely want to go ahead and utilize that energy that has been bestowed upon you. You're stronger than what you're giving yourself credit for. You're braver than what you're giving yourself credit for. Maybe you feel like you don't want to do this alone, and you must know that you are not alone. But this leg of the journey, as far as the physical realm go, you don't need no one else's assistance. Be mindful. You don't know what their intentions, their motivations, or their motives are for you. It really could be a setup. Be mindful of that. Trust yourself first. You try to do it on your own first. Use your own brain. I know they always say 2 heads is better than 1, but sometimes it's best to try it on your own first, especially when it's your brainchild, it's your dream, it's your goal, it's your passion. Some people don't want you to succeed. And we talked about taking a look into your camp. Some secrets are about to come into the light, baby. Yes, change is inevitable and change is here. So yeah, I'm going to leave that right there so I can go and catch my meditation. I hope this has been helpful. Feel free to love, like, and subscribe, and smash that bell. May no ill thought, words, curses, texts, spells, negative energy, low vibrations cross you, your aura, your auric, or aortic field. We want to take what we need and leave the rest. If anyone is trying to do any type of harm to us on any type of level with any type of weapon, we want to send that shit back to sender 9 by 9 by 9. That's 729. Ashe. May your spirit safely leave your body and go on its journey, taking up all of the messages, all of the downloads, all of the upgrades, all of the things that have been done subliminally, and being able to come back into your body safely so you can commune and rise and get those messages. Keep your journal handy. Pay attention to the colors you see, the numbers that you see, the energies and the vibrations that you feel. You're not crazy and you're not overreacting. Write that shit out. Ashe, ashe. I love you, I love you, I love you. Peace. Go get that meditation, y'all.